Diabetes is a condition that affects millions of people worldwide, significantly impacting their lives. Proper management of this disease is essential to prevent serious complications and improve quality of life. One of the most effective ways to manage diabetes is through diet. In this video, we will explore how diet can be adjusted to control diabetes in different age groups, from children to the elderly. We'll begin our journey by understanding what diabetes is. There are two main types, Type 1 and Type 2. Type 1. Diabetes is an autoimmune condition in which the body does not produce insulin, while Type 2 is generally associated with lifestyle and occurs when the body does not use insulin efficiently. Regardless of the type, controlling blood sugar levels is crucial. In the following chapters, we will delve into real stories of families facing the challenge of diabetes. We will meet a child recently diagnosed, a teenager learning to cope with the disease, and a senior citizen who needs to adjust their diet to manage their health. Each story is unique, but they all share a common element: the importance of proper nutrition. Throughout this video, you will see practical examples of how diet can be a powerful ally in controlling diabetes. We will share emotional and inspiring testimonials from people who have transformed their lives through dietary changes. Our goal is to provide valuable and practical information that can help you and your family manage diabetes effectively. Prepare for an informative and inspiring journey where nutrition plays a central role in controlling diabetes at different stages of life. Let's start by learning about the story of a child and her family, who together face the challenges of diabetes. Emily's story, an 8-year-old girl, begins in a doctor's office. Her parents, Sarah and Michael, noticed she was constantly tired, thirsty, and rapidly losing weight. Worried, they took Emily to the doctor, where they received life-changing news. Emily had type 1 diabetes. The diagnosis was a shock to the family, who until then were unaware of the severity of the condition. Sarah clearly remembers the moment. The doctor explained that Emily's body wasn't producing insulin and that she would need daily injections to control her blood sugar levels. It was as if the ground had disappeared beneath our feet, says Sarah, with tears in her eyes. Michael, trying to be strong, knew they needed to act quickly to ensure their daughter's health. The first few days after the diagnosis were confusing and full of uncertainty. The family had to learn how to monitor Emily's glucose levels, administer insulin, and, most importantly, adjust her diet. Sarah and Michael spent hours researching the best foods to help control Emily's diabetes. They discovered that a diet rich in fiber, lean protein, and complex carbohydrates could help keep blood sugar levels stable. Emily, despite her young age, showed incredible resilience. She learned to identify the signs of hypoglycemia and the importance of maintaining a balanced diet. However, like any child, she faced challenges. The temptation to eat sweets at birthday parties and the need to explain her condition to friends were constant reminders of her new reality. The school also needed to adapt. Teachers and staff were trained to recognize the symptoms of hypoglycemia and how to act in an emergency. Emily always carried a kit with her glucose meter, insulin, and healthy snacks. The school community rallied to support Emily, creating a safe and understanding environment. Despite the challenges, Emily's family found strength in unity and love. They committed to facing diabetes together, making healthy eating a priority. Sarah began preparing balanced meals that the whole family could enjoy, incorporating foods that helped control blood sugar levels. Emily's story is an example of how, with support and determination, it is possible to face childhood diabetes. In the next chapters, we will explore the dietary changes that helped Emily and her family manage the disease, and how other families can do the same. After Emily's diagnosis, the family quickly realized that diet would play a crucial role in managing her diabetes. Sarah and Michael decided to seek the help of a nutritionist specializing in childhood diabetes to ensure they were on the right track. The nutritionist, Dr. Amanda, explained that the key to controlling Emily's blood sugar levels was a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. Dr. Amanda began by explaining the importance of including low glycemic index foods in Emily's diet. These foods are digested more slowly, resulting in a gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream, which helps prevent blood sugar spikes. She recommended including whole grains, such as oats and quinoa, as well as vegetables, fresh fruits, and lean proteins like chicken and fish. For breakfast, Sarah started preparing oatmeal with berries and nuts, a combination that healthy snacks were also an important part of Emily's diet. Instead of cookies and candy, she started eating plain yogurt with fruit, carrot sticks with hummus, and apple slices with peanut butter. These snacks not only helped keep her energy levels stable, but were also delicious and satisfying. The nutritionist emphasized the importance of involving Emily in the meal preparation process. This would help educate her about healthy food choices and make her more receptive to dietary changes. Emily began helping in the kitchen, learning to chop vegetables, mix ingredients, and even create her own healthy recipes. This new routine not only strengthened family bonds, but also gave Emily a sense of control over her condition. In addition, Dr. Amanda recommended keeping a food diary to monitor how different foods affected Emily's blood sugar levels. This helped identify which foods worked best for her and adjust the diet as needed. Adapting to the new diet wasn't instantaneous, and there were challenges along the way. But Emily's family was determined to do whatever was necessary to ensure her health and well-being. Over time, healthy eating became a natural part of daily life, and the benefits were clear. Emily was more energetic, her blood sugar levels were more stable, and the family was closer than ever. This story shows that with proper guidance and a commitment to health, it is possible to adjust one's diet to manage childhood diabetes. In the next chapters, we will continue our journey by exploring the experiences of a teenager and a senior citizen, each facing their own unique challenges. Emily's family's journey wasn't easy, but their experiences and lessons learned became a source of inspiration for many. In a heartfelt testimonial, Sarah and Michael shared how they managed to transform their daughter's diet into a powerful ally in controlling diabetes. When we received the diagnosis, we were completely lost, recalls Sarah. But by seeking help and educating ourselves about the disease, we realized that diet could make a big difference. Michael adds, "It wasn't just about controlling Emily's blood sugar levels, but also about ensuring she had a normal and healthy childhood." Emily, now 9 years old, also shared her perspective. "At first I didn't like all the changes," she admits. "But little by little, I started to like the new foods. Now, I love helping my mom in the kitchen, and I've even created some of my own recipes." The family highlighted the importance of involving Emily in the meal preparation process. When she participates, she feels more in control and understands better why certain foods are good for her, explains Sarah. They also mentioned how crucial the school's support was. The teachers and staff were incredible. They underwent special training to understand diabetes and how to help Emily, says Michael. Over time, the dietary changes began to show results. Emily's blood sugar levels became more stable, and she felt more energetic and healthy. "It wasn't easy, but it was worth it," says Sarah with a smile. "Seeing our daughter happy and healthy is the greatest reward." This practical testimonial from Emily's family illustrates how, with dedication and support, it is possible to manage childhood diabetes through diet. Their story is an inspiring example of resilience and family love. Adolescence is a phase of discovery, change, and often rebellion. For Jake, a 15-year-old teenager, this phase became even more challenging when he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Jake had always been an active boy, passionate about sports and his social life. However, in the months leading up to the diagnosis, he began to experience insatiable thirst, extreme fatigue, and unexplained weight loss. Jake's parents, Laura and Tom, initially attributed these symptoms to growth and school stress. However, when the symptoms worsened, they decided to take him to the doctor. The diagnosis of type 1 diabetes came as a shock to everyone. "I couldn't believe it," says Jake. "I just wanted to keep playing basketball and hanging out with my friends." For a teenager, dealing with diabetes can be particularly difficult. There's social pressure, the temptation to eat unhealthy foods, and the need to manage the condition independently. Jake found himself on an emotional roller coaster, trying to reconcile his new reality with his teenage life. In the first few days after the diagnosis, Jake had to learn to monitor his glucose levels, administer insulin, and make conscious food choices. It was a lot to absorb at once, says Laura. But we knew we needed to support Jake every step of the way. The school also played a crucial role. Teachers and coaches were informed about Jake's condition and received training to handle diabetes-related emergencies. They were very understanding, recalls Tom. That gave us some peace of mind. Jake faced challenges specific to his age. He wanted to feel normal and DI. For many seniors, a diabetes diagnosis can be an additional challenge in a stage of life already marked by other health conditions. This is the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old widow who received a type 2 diabetes diagnosis. Margaret had always led an active life, but in recent years, she began to feel more tired and noticed an increase in her bathroom visits. After a series of tests, her doctor confirmed she had diabetes. It was a shock, Margaret recalls. I've always taken good care of my health, so hearing that I had diabetes was difficult to accept. For Margaret, the diagnosis meant more than just a change in diet. It was a complete reassessment of her lifestyle. Margaret faced multiple challenges. In addition to diabetes, she had arthritis, which limited her mobility, and high blood pressure, which required constant monitoring. The idea of having to manage yet another health condition was overwhelming, she says. However, Margaret was determined not to let diabetes control her life. Her doctor, Dr. Stevens, emphasized the importance of proper nutrition to manage diabetes and improve her quality of life. He recommended that Margaret consult a nutritionist specializing in geriatrics, Dr. Helen, who could help her adjust her diet in a practical and sustainable way. Dr. Helen explained that for seniors, a diet should be not only healthy but also easy to prepare and consume. Simplicity is key, she said. We need to ensure that Margaret can follow the meal plan without feeling overwhelmed. She recommended a diet rich in fiber, lean protein, and complex carbohydrates, with a special focus on foods that also help control blood pressure. For breakfast, Margaret started eating oatmeal with fresh fruit and chia seeds, a meal that was easy to prepare and rich in nutrients. Lunches often consisted of vegetable soups and salads with whole grains. For dinner, simple dishes like grilled fish with steamed vegetables and roasted sweet potatoes became the norm. Snacks were also adjusted. Margaret started eating plain yogurt with nuts, cucumber slices with hummus, and fresh fruit. These snacks are easy to prepare and help keep my energy levels stable, she explains. Hydration was also an important focus. Margaret increased her water intake and started drinking herbal teas, avoiding sugary drinks that could cause glucose spikes. Staying hydrated is essential, especially for seniors, explained Dr. Helen. Adapting to the new diet wasn't immediate. There were days when I wanted to give up, admits Margaret. But with the support of my family and Dr. Helen's guidance, I started to see improvements in my health. Her blood sugar levels began to stabilize, and she felt more energetic and less tired. Margaret's story is an example of how, even in old age, it is possible to face the challenges of diabetes with determination and support. In the next chapters, we will explore the dietary changes that helped Margaret manage her condition and how other seniors can do the same. After Margaret's diabetes diagnosis, she and her family realized that adjusting her diet would be essential to managing the condition and improving her quality of life. With guidance from Dr. Helen, a nutritionist specializing in geriatrics, Margaret began making significant changes to her diet. Dr. Helen emphasized the importance of a diet rich in fiber, lean protein, and complex carbohydrates, which would help keep blood sugar levels stable. She also stressed that meals should be simple and easy to prepare, considering Margaret's mobility limitations due to arthritis. For breakfast, Margaret adopted a healthy and practical habit: oatmeal with fresh fruit and chia seeds. It's a quick meal to prepare and keeps me full for longer, she explains. Dr. Helen suggested varying the fruits to add different nutrients and flavors, such as strawberries, blueberries, and banana slices. Vegetable soups and salads with whole grains became a frequent choice. Margaret learned to prepare a variety of soups, such as pumpkin soup, lentil soup, and spinach soup, all rich in fiber and nutrients. Salads were composed of fresh greens like spinach and arugula, and accompanied by quinoa or barley, along with lean proteins like shredded chicken or tuna. For dinner, Margaret opted for simple dishes like grilled fish with steamed vegetables and roasted sweet potatoes. Dr. D.T. Helen explained that fish is an excellent source of protein and omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for cardiovascular health. Steamed vegetables, such as broccoli, carrots, and zucchini, are easy to prepare and rich in vitamins and minerals. Snacks were also adjusted to help keep Margaret's energy levels stable throughout the day. She started eating plain yogurt with nuts, which provide protein and healthy fats, and cucumber slices with hummus, a light and nutritious combination. Fresh fruits, like apples and pears, also became a frequent option. Hydration was another crucial point. Margaret increased her water intake and started drinking herbal teas, such as chamomile and mint, which are naturally sugar-free and aid in digestion. Staying hydrated is essential, especially for seniors, explained Dr. Helen. Water helps regulate blood sugar levels and keeps the body functioning properly. Margaret also started keeping a food diary to monitor how different foods affected her blood sugar levels. This helped identify which foods worked best for her and adjust the diet as needed. Adapting to the new diet wasn't without its challenges. There were moments of frustration, but I knew these changes were necessary for my health, says Margaret. With the support of her family and the ongoing guidance of Dr. Helen, she began to see significant improvements in her health. Her blood sugar levels were more stable, and she felt more energetic and less tired. Margaret's story demonstrates that with proper guidance and a commitment to health, it is possible to adjust one's diet to manage diabetes in old age. In the next chapters, we will explore a practical testimonial from Margaret and her family, highlighting the dietary changes and the observed results. Margaret, now 73, reflects on her journey of adapting to life with diabetes. Sitting in her kitchen, she smiles as she describes the changes that have transformed her health. At first, it was difficult to accept that I had diabetes, she admits. But with the support of my family and Dr. Helen, I was able to make the necessary adjustments. Her daughter Lisa was a great supporter throughout the process. I knew my mother needed help making these changes, says Lisa. So we started cooking together, trying new recipes, and discovering foods that helped keep her blood sugar levels stable. Margaret speaks fondly of the meals that are now part of her routine. I love oatmeal with fresh fruit in the morning, she says. It's easy to prepare and gives me energy for the day. She also mentions her favorite vegetable soups and how salads with whole grains have become a staple in her lunches. The healthy snacks were also a welcome change. Before, I used to eat cookies or cakes between meals, Margaret confesses. Now, I prefer yogurt with nuts or cucumber slices with hummus. They're lighter options and help me maintain my energy levels. Hydration was another important aspect of her new routine. I drink plenty of water and love herbal teas, says Margaret. They're refreshing and help keep my body functioning well. Lisa highlights the importance of keeping a food diary. It helped us identify which foods worked best for my mother, she explains. It was a valuable tool for adjusting her diet as needed. Margaret's journey wasn't without its challenges, but she's proud of the achievements she's made. Seeing my health improve and feeling more energetic has been wonderful, she says. I know these dietary changes are for my own good. Margaret's story is an inspiring example of how, with dedication and support, it is possible to manage diabetes in old age. In the next chapters, we will conclude our journey with a summary of the lessons learned and a message of hope for everyone facing diabetes. Throughout this video, we have explored the inspiring stories of Emily, Jake, and Margaret, each facing the challenge of diabetes at different stages of life. Their journeys highlight the importance of proper nutrition in managing the disease and show that, regardless of age, it is possible to make significant changes to improve health and quality of life. With the help of her parents, learned the importance of a balanced diet from an early age. Her story shows us how family support and nutrition education can make a big difference in the life of a child with diabetes. Jake, in turn, faced the challenges of adolescence with determination and courage. He discovered that making healthy food choices not only helped manage his condition, but also gave him more energy to enjoy his favorite activities. Margaret, in her senior years, proved that it's never too late to make positive changes. With the support of her daughter and the guidance of healthcare professionals, she successfully adjusted her diet in a practical and sustainable way, significantly improving her health and well-being. These stories are a testament to the power of nutrition in managing diabetes. They show that with proper support and determination, it is possible to face the challenges of the disease at any stage of life. Education, active involvement in meal preparation, and choosing healthy foods are fundamental elements for success. For everyone facing diabetes, remember that you are not alone. Seek support from family, friends, and healthcare professionals. Share your stories and learn from the experiences of others. With dedication and support, it is possible to manage diabetes and live a full and healthy life. We thank everyone who shared their stories and the healthcare professionals who contributed valuable information. We hope this video has provided inspiration and guidance for those seeking ways to manage diabetes through diet. Together, we can make a difference and promote a healthier life for all.